show we ever had was on the 10th, out on South Rose Street.
That started back in '46, I think, right after the Second World War. I got involved with it when my son, John, started. That was in 1970, I think. Steers and hogs. Now the hogs, they had an individual hog, they had a pen of 3 hogs, and they had a pen of 8 hogs. That was all out there at the potato shed. Telephone poles on a roof overhead. The last show we had out there, the wind blowed at least 50 miles an hour, I would guess, and it rained. It was a northeastern, it wasn't no tornado thing, it was a northeastern. And it blew rain right on through that shed from one side to the other. The farmers went home and got tarps that went on their grain trucks, you know, and they went out there and hung them things up down the side. If it hadn't been, we couldn't have stayed out there, we'd have drowned it.
We had a meeting after that show, and we got together some money. The organization did. Jimmy Wendell sold us the land that this building sits on. And then he in turn gave the money back to the organization. And we used that fund to purchase this building. And if it hadn't been for the goodness of Leon Woodhouse and his knowledge and his workmanship, it would have never been here today. But I'm so blessed and so thankful that I've been a part of it for all these years. And I hope I will continue to be here for many more years to see my grandchildren and other children enjoy this facility and show the animals.
Well, it has completely changed from what it used to be. It used to be known as the Albemarle Livestock Fat Stock Show. Pigs were too fat, beef was too fat, and we backed off of for it to be too fat. We changed things out on 4-week show to the fat stock show. You used to want to make an animal look as big around and as fat as you possibly could by clipping his hair the way you did. But now that's changed to where you clip his hair to make him look as trim and neat as you can. Well, our kids have changed just like farmers have changed. We don't have near the farming number of people that we used to have. And a lot of kids that like to show animals that don't have room for them. And that's where I come in. I'm right here. My wife and I are lucky enough to have this place and let these kids come out and for these animals come out weekends and work them and give them a chance to take care of them, give some responsibility.
All right, the number of participants that we had this year for 2014 was close to 140 participants. We had 130 hogs, which is our largest hog show that we've ever had, or that I can remember. We had close to 41 or 42 goats and around 23 lambs, with 18 steers in the show.
I'm Russ Cattell, and I've been showing for 8 years. I'm Catherine Hassel, and I've been showing for 13 years. I'm Helen Long, I've been showing for 13 years. I'm Morgan Murray, and I've been showing for 13 years. I'm Grace Manzer, and I've been showing for 11 years. I'm Jessica Blankenship, and I've been showing for 8 years. I'm Samantha Byron, and I've been showing for 15 years.
Thank you very much, love my story. Thank you very much.
I'm Justin Bright. I've been showing for 13 years.
And we are 4-H.
Action!
When your hose slipped me in the shower, you know? But that was your fault. I told you not to do that. You told me to watch out.
Well, I know that. Yeah, he's pushing out his legs and it went all over my arm.
Travis grabbing my goat's butt, and all of a sudden he just gets diarrhea all over.
Cut!
I have some special socks, and I wear them every time I show. And I have
Yeah,
socks underneath them because there's holes in the toes, and they're all sorts of torn up, and they've got cows on them, and I wear them every time I show. I mean, sometimes on the circuit it gets a little iffy because like I'll leave them in the car, and then I just pick them up out of there when it's time to go to the next show. But it's pretty nice.
Action!
That's my brother, and one time he hit me with a barbecue.
You late. This is my best friend.
I think Christopher adds a much needed tension relief.
He's definitely taught me how to teach others because I've taught him.
I love our sissy very much.
Mr. Brian Stallings.
Yeah, I think everybody's helped everybody.
Everyone else. Like,
Yeah. Definitely Mr. Leon. He's the one that got me and my sister into showing cattle. And
John and
Patrice got me
Patrice
and my
Scott.
sister into lambs. I would like to thank the Byrons because they got me into showing lambs, and Sam taught me how to show a lamb. Sam got me into showing pigs.
Catherine's parents got me into showing cattle.
I think John and Patrice, I started out there when I was 7, and I think they've been the biggest help. I really do enjoy showing the pigs, like with Morgan, and this year's out with Mr. Leon, but I don't think I would be the person I am had I not started showing with John and Patrice. I think Travis is a really big person to thank here. 'Cause
Travis Burke is
not only has he done a lot for us for like livestock judging, but he's also helped us a lot like with our livestock show. Like here, look.
He always went out of the way to help us. All right, and I'll be the one to thank the big old Mason. No one was gonna say anything, but I'm just kidding. Thanks, Mason.
I'll be the one to thank our parents because if it wasn't for them,
Yeah,
we
that's
wouldn't
probably
really
a
be
good
able to-
person. So.
If it wasn't for my mom's
Parents.
boyfriend, I wouldn't have been able to do this.
And if it weren't for my parents or my older sisters, you know, I definitely wouldn't have been where I'm at today. Thanks for birthing me, you know, because without that I wouldn't be here. So that's a big thanks. But
I don't know about anybody else, but I owe a big thank you to my sister because if it wasn't for my sister, I would not be in 4-H.
Your sister definitely taught me how to be a better showman, so I can get on that.
I think Will and Mandy Harris also helped a lot, like with Morgan. I mean, I know with me, and I think with Morgan, like they made us more intense showmen, like working in the circuit with them and whatnot.
I think I owe a thanks to Brent Jennings and Travis Burke too.
Jimmy Scott is also really helpful as far as stuff out at the livestock barn, and then out at John and Patrice's. He always makes sure our animals have water, and he's just really helpful when we're out there. And I know he does a lot for the livestock, just in general, like the alcohol show.
Yes, our barn would not be in the shape that it is now if it was not for him. And also David Owens, he has definitely helped me a lot with my land. He's always putting all his kids first.
I want to thank all of you because every one of you has made me a better showman because I love the competition.
Okay, back to the circle.
All this friend. Thank you very much.
I think Justin's a super cool guy. I mean, it's an honor for y'all to have been able to meet him.
I may not be walking in through this building to walk in that show ring, but I will be walking in this building to help future kids.
The kids now that we have graduating have done an excellent job. Seeing how those kids have progressed over the years can make anybody happy. But I have to commend everybody and all the parents and volunteers for helping these kids out and pushing them along the way, because they are our future of the animal industry and over agriculture in general, and we hope they continue to be successful in the future.
I enjoy being with the animals, and I enjoy being with the kids.
Biggest senior class I think we've ever had. There's a lot of them this year. And there's some good ones. There's some working young ones in that bunch.